We also try to be in sync for this. It doesn't usually work.
No, never does.
Okay, we are starting. Hello, guys. You're wrong there.
You're starting.
Hello.
We are starting. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I get nervous. I don't have to say this.
Who is starting?
Hi, everyone.
Welcome back
To the
Student Talk Podcast.
We have a guest.
Hello, hi, nice to be here today with you guys.
This is Sherry. She is one of our lecturers and also a module coordinator.
Lovely to be here with you today, guys.
It is lovely to have you here. Please don't move that around.
I won't, don't worry. I'm trying to get that.
Okay, there we go.
Thanks for inviting me. I'm honored to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you. We are so happy that you accepted our invitation. Do you want to tell them what we're starting? What series we're starting?
So this is a new kind of like series that will happen every now and again called Lecture Me This.
Where we have lecturers or professors or academics as our guests, and they speak to us about their experience.
I'm quite proud of the name.
I like the name. Dan came up with the name, and I really like it.
I think the name is really cool. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really good name.
Have you done any research, or did it just come naturally?
Just I don't know, what was it?
It was literally.
I think it just came into conversation.
So, yeah. We were talking about. Literally, we were talking about this series, and I was like, we need to think of a name, and he was like, sure, I've actually been thinking, and it came into my mind last night. What about Lecture Me This? And I was like, that works perfect.
Creativity flowing.
Exactly. We're the core of digital marketing students.
You are.
So how has your week been so far? Oh, actually, sorry, we are reinforcing the segment of weekly updates. Sherry, would you like to be part of it? You kind of don't really have a choice.
I don't have a choice now, right? I'm already here. No, I had a nice week actually. Yeah. I mean, the weather was nice. Mm-hmm. I always feel energized when we have sunny days, sunny days. I feel more motivated. And walking around campus. Yes, it just makes you feel energized. So I'm hoping that the weather will be nice and the rain won't come back again. Hopefully,
I mean, it's already kind of raining right now.
Yeah,
I regret wearing shorts.
You were pretty much ready for the summer already after yesterday's sunshine, right?
You're like seasons already. You switch seasons
in one day. So sometimes I feel like we have 4 seasons in one day, isn't it?
The English weather is very bipolar.
Yeah.
How was your week?
It's been pretty good. I took up gardening this week.
Oh yeah!
Oh wow!
I saw that.
You do gardening?
I do now.
It's a new hobby.
Pretty much. We went out on Monday. Went outside in the garden, and it was really sunny. So I turned to my housemate, and I just went, "Let's go B&Q." We bought we got a spade. We bought some shears. We bought some seeds, some gloves, and the next thing I knew, I was ripping out all the weeds in my garden. I cut down like a big tree that was in the way, and I'm just refurbishing the uni garden.
I would call that serious gardening.
Do you know who would have been proud of you? Liz.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think I might put it on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I think you should. Yeah. I think it's a great thing. It's good for the well-being as well, isn't it? Doing gardening and being in nature.
How did that activity make you feel then?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just me outside, music, in the garden, in the sunshine. In between lectures. It's good.
I love that.
Dream. How was your week?
Thank you for asking. I had quite a busy week because I have an assignment that is due during consolidation, but I need to finish it before because I'm not going to be hearing like the consolidation week.
Oh, so next week you're traveling somewhere?
Yes, I am going back home.
Oh, that's lovely.
So because of that, I literally... I have to finish that assignment, and I don't have that much left of it, but I had to like power through, and I worked 3 days this week, and they were quite sort of full days because 2 of them were, so Tuesday I started before uni and then came to uni, and then last night I had 2 hours after uni, so And Wednesday I had 8-hour shift, which is
Wow.
not bad. I really enjoy my job, but it's just those days I can't really do anything else apart from uni and work. But I can't do anything when I get home because I'm just too tired to do anything.
You need to give your body and mind rest as well. It's quite important to have work-life balance, as they call it, right?
Yes. Actually, to be fair, that is one of the things we will be asking you about because we need help.
It's not an easy...
we need help. And probably they do too.
Yeah, I would say, it's not an easy thing to do.
So, to be fair, should we jump into the questions because I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go for it.
So, we have a little to-do list. We can cross them off, so we can keep track of them that way. I'm really curious. What did you study, like before you became? Before you actually got into the working field in the industry. What did you study at uni or college or before?
Yeah, so I did my undergraduate degree here at University of Portsmouth.
We love that.
So I was in your place quite a few months ago now. But I did international business.
Right.
So that was one of the courses I chose. Actually, originally I'm from Bulgaria, so
Neighbours.
Yeah, we are neighbors. Yeah. So I was in a language school. So I did English with German, and I was always involved in initiatives as well at school. Like I did theater, drama, copywriting, newspapers. All the kind of stuff. Always. As now as well,
Yeah, but you got experience through those things, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly. I think you kind of start carving your way journey quite early. Now, when I look back, I can kind of reflect on my journey. But back then, obviously, I think when you're young, you don't really know exactly what you want or what you like. So I think that's why I've been trying so many different things just to find myself through the journey. Because there are people who know exactly what they want, which is great. And I always admired them. But I was not one of those people initially. So I was on the journey of finding myself, I would say.
All right.
So that's why I chose like a more generic course initially. Because international business is obviously looking at different areas of business. But through the course, I kind of find out that I really like marketing.
All right. So that course had a section of it that was dedicated to marketing, right?
Yeah, exactly. So in my second year, I went abroad to France.
All right. Oh my God. Yes, I forgot that. She told us. She told us before. I forgot that.
Yeah, that's why I think I'm quite like a brand advocate, if we call it this way, of studying abroad, because I've experienced it and I had a great time.
Yes.
And I remember when I went to France, I chose the modules I want to do.
All right. And what were those?
And they were marketing modules and project management, which is again big part of marketing.
It's a very big part.
Yeah, exactly. And then in my third year as well, I did my dissertation on marketing. So my dissertation was about exploring the relationship between brands and consumers in fast fashion retailing.
Right, okay.
So I looked at H&M. So obviously that's how I started kind of going into a specific direction.
Yeah. So like throughout your studies, everything was kind of linked to marketing, but you didn't really know it.
I didn't really, yeah.
Because obviously you said about copywriting and theatre and stuff like that. Obviously, copywriting is a big part of marketing, digital marketing especially.
It is,
Theatre, you have to know. That comes into hyping up something and being believable.
Well, to be a lecturer, actually, theater is very important because it is like a performance.
Can imagine.
I remember in one of my roles, I went to training as well, and the training was provided by a director of theater. You know, it's only because I'm always interested in taking extra stuff and upskilling myself always.
It's not a bad thing.
Sometimes I come across maybe as too ambitious.
I'm with you.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think so is Dan.
Yeah.
And that led me to do my master's in digital marketing, obviously, since I already knew that I know like that I want to do that.
You found your way.
Yeah.
In the end, your path. You found the path.
Yeah, exactly. And still, you know, even now, it's still I'm working on, you know, carving my path, I would say. But it's about like, I remember watching that video from Steve Jobs.
Oh, okay.
About the connecting dots. Have you guys seen it?
No.
I recommend it. You can find it on YouTube. Where
I
he
have a
talks
feeling
about
like I've heard of it. Like, I did marketing in college as well. So sometimes they used to show us like small clips from TED Talks and stuff. I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling. Would you tell us a little bit more? What did you realize through that video, Sherry?
Yeah.
What happened?
I didn't come up with that concept of connecting dots. It was Steve Jobs. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm using referencing here
Yeah.
verbally.
What did you realize through that video?
Yeah, he was talking about the fact that sometimes when certain things happen in life, you don't know why they're happening.
Mm-hmm.
But when you move on further in life and you look back, you can check those connecting dots. So one thing led to another. So there was a reason why certain thing happened.
Yeah.
But then obviously when you're going through a certain situation,
You don't
let's say
realise it.
it might be challenging. Yeah, exactly. You don't realize what's going on. But then when you reflect back on it, it is now I realize that I'm a bit old now, so I've got
say
a few
that.
years of reflection to look into. But when I was younger, it wasn't easy. It was challenging. Like I had to work quite hard.
Yeah, and I think that also goes into that's kind of in a way that puts things into perspective for us more or less because we don't know where we're gonna be in like 5 years. We know what we want to do now maybe, but you don't know where life takes you.
Ain't got a clue.
Exactly. We have certain things in mind now, but that doesn't mean we're actually going to end up going through with them because other opportunities might come our way.
Yeah,
Look
exactly.
at that. I mean, he's going to America.
Yeah,
Did you imagine you're going to go to America?
Hopefully.
That's
No.
great.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And you should have like an open mindset, I would say, and just sometimes going with the flow. It's not a bad thing actually, and trusting your guts, trusting your instinct. You know, I think that is very important because obviously it's good to have like a plan or a structure. It does help you to put things into perspective.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think you should just listen to your guts
Yeah.
and your instinct. It's going to take you to the right place, what is meant for you. Because sometimes you think that you want something, but is it the thing you actually need?
Exactly.
So,
and also, if you rely too much on that plan, you're going to go crazy. You're literally going to go crazy because the moment something shifts slightly and it's not on the path you intended to be on, you're going to freak out. And life's never that serious. It's never that serious. If you take it that seriously, you're going to be a stressed person and you're not going to be able to enjoy it.
no, yeah, and then panic mode, I think is the worst. I mean, I think we all been there, obviously. I admit it as well. But but yeah, it's important to kind of, and I think that's why it's important to take care of your well-being as well. Try to find that balance between studying, working, and actually taking care of yourself. So anything which you like, for example, if you like yoga or sports or traveling or something to kind of keep you going and motivated, because I think our schedules could be quite packed nowadays in any role you do, well, especially in marketing or digital marketing. You have
Even
to be
as
quite
students.
dynamic.
Yeah, very much the students.
Yes. We totally agree with you. Would you care to look a little bit and
Yeah.
see which
Is it going
question?
in order? Or?
No, you can pick whichever one you want.
I guess kind of on topic. How do you deal with such a busy schedule?
Yeah, sometimes it is challenging, I would say. But I'm kind of trying to prioritize the tasks which are of high importance, and if the deadline is like imminent. So I focus on the things which needs to be done. Obviously, I've got like some fun things on my list as well, and it's always tempting to first do the fun things.
Of course.
But it's about self-discipline, so doing the things which needs to be done. Because very often something I'm working on, it's like kind of a dependency. So someone else needs the thing I'm doing to move on with their project, for example.
Yeah.
So obviously, I don't like letting people down. So I always prioritize what is more important.
Exactly.
And then the fun things, I kind of
Do later.
Do later.
When you're not so stressed.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but and then doing something nice, something for myself as well. Like even, I don't know, in the morning, 15 minutes yoga at home before I start my day, so I can kind of get into the mindset of whatever comes to my day today.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm balanced. I'm ready for it.
Love that.
Or
That's really nice.
or even if you are so busy, just giving yourself, if you have like a nice day out there, you've got the sun out, like 15 minutes or 20 minutes walk. Sometimes when you have a lot of things to do, you're trying just to move on by working on them. But I think it's important to create the space, like the white space, you know.
Yeah,
In content creation and design principles, we
Yeah.
talk about the white space.
Exactly.
You need that white space.
That's not that
Yeah.
cluttered.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you can sort of enjoy what you're doing as well, not just do it because you have to. And remember why you started.
Exactly.
Because I feel like we as well forget sometimes why we got into like everything that we're doing when we're like going through a stress period of time, or when our schedules are packed to the max and we can't really take time off, you know. But remembering why we're doing this is important. And to be fair, I'm going to be honest, sometimes I forget, and like in the moment I forget, and then I'm like, hold up. No, you calm down and remember why you're doing this. Because
Exactly.
you're doing it for you.
Yeah.
You're not doing it for anyone else. Can you relate to that? Or am I just going crazy?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, 100%.
Good.
How do you guys manage your schedules?
I
Is it
don't.
because you are quite, but you're doing very well, you know.
Yeah, see, that's
so-
what I say. That's why, like, when we talk about this and he goes, I don't. And I'm like,
On the outside, it looks like I manage it. On the inside, I do not. I have loads of things that are like overdue. Like on the way here, I was editing. On my walk, I was editing a couple of videos for other social media platforms, and I'm just trying to find the time for everything. But like last night, I was up till 1:30 working on one thing. Tuesday night, I was up till like 2:30 editing podcasts. Like it's not easy to like balance everything.
But you
Yeah.
see, this will be one day you're connecting dots. In 5-10 years, you will look back into it. It's gonna pay off.
Yeah.
You just need to be patient.
yeah.
And a bit of a philosophical approach to it.
Yeah, but you're right, because literally, like I said, I kind of manage my time, but not really, because I used to go to the gym quite often. I used to, like in college, my time management was much better, but that's because I had genuine like a fixed schedule. During the year, I didn't work, so I only focused on college. I worked during the summer. I didn't have to run from one place to the other. There weren't that many like extracurricular activities to take part in college, so I was only focusing on my courses. It was much easier. College kids, enjoy your time.
Yes, whilst you can.
Yes. Uni is fun, don't get me wrong, but it's a big shift.
It's adulthood, isn't it?
It
You kind of
is.
step into, and it could be quite a deep jump, isn't it?
Yes.
Like from school
Yes.
to, to adulthood, I would call it.
It feels like that sometimes, but I've always I've always been into this mindset that I want to be like a busy person when I grow up. And I sort of realised when I started thinking about marketing and when I got into uni, I was like, my schedule when I'm going to actually work in the industry is going to be most likely packed. But although it seems like a 9 to 5 stops at 5, it doesn't really, because you need to be creative throughout your life and your week and your days and sort of connect different things together, and you never know where your ideas can come from. So you need to be always like sort of ready to think about more than just, oh, I finished my work, now I don't have to think about that, I can go home and enjoy my life. Yeah, but if you really like your work and you really like what you're doing, you're going to have to sort of be proactive in a way.
Yeah, it never stops, is it, in a way?
Yeah.
But in a nice way.
Exactly.
Not in a stressy or like panicky way. It's more, it's a way of life rather than just being, and that, I think that's the beauty of it. If you find what you like and then it becomes part of your life and then it's not a job anymore.
Exactly. That's how I felt when I started the second year, when obviously you asked me if I wanted to be the president of the marketing society. I just wanted to be part of the committee. I literally, like, you came to me with that role and I was like, okay. I had a moment where I freaked out a little bit inside. I was like,
and that's very normal.
President? Can I do that? But then, like, I started speaking to my peers, like Dory, Dan, and other people that were interested. And Dory already had a packed schedule. Dan wanted to be more on the social side, and there was just me left that I really knew. Like, I knew I really wanted to do it, but I didn't know which role I'd want to take on. And then the president was technically the only role I could see myself doing apart from social media. Secretary, so I was like, do you know what, might as well say yes.
And it's great that you guys have your support circle. It's very important that you have people around you on the journey, because it's not just about like the studying and stuff, you know, it's about the network around you.
And so, like, I realized it is something bigger than I wanted to do initially, but it's an opportunity and it came my way, so I might as well take it. And same with the podcast. I barged into a meeting of Kev's with the social media team. We discussed it during the lesson in digital storytelling. And he was telling me, oh, I have this social media team, we were discussing this and that. And I sort of came up with some ideas. We were like genuinely having a deep discussion in the middle of the digital storytelling when he was walking around telling us, like, helping us out, giving us some advice. And I was like, can I join? And he was like, I can send you the link. And I barged into a meeting and they were discussing who could potentially take over the podcast. And I was like, I don't mind.
See how sometimes you don't have a plan, you just happen to be somewhere due to networking, like, for example.
Right place, the right time.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And even in business, I think this is the main thing. In entrepreneurship, like being at the right time at the right place with the right people as well.
Yes, exactly. And I also was very honest at the time, and I was like, I'm not great at editing. I've never edited like professionally before, so I don't know if I can do that by myself. I'd need like a learning curve period and whatever. And then I don't know how you got into this.
I don't even remember.
I think Dory spoke to him.
Is it digital content creation last year? You guys did the podcast?
Yeah.
I
But
guess
it was only audio.
It was only audio, yes.
Yeah.
It was very like beginner kind of level. But then it's about self-learning as well, isn't it? Like having that discipline to sit down and teach yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Learn new skills. But I think Dory mentioned it to you.
Yeah, I think I just missed, because I was on the team already. I think I just missed a meeting. So when I was
that meeting you went in, and then Dory caught you up, I think.
Yeah.
And then somehow, like, we ended up being co-hosts, you know, which is great because it fits. It works. Neither of us have as much pressure as we could have had on our shoulders if we were to do this alone.
Exactly, it's good. Shared pain is half pain.
Yeah,
isn't it? Not the pain, not pain in literal,
well,
you know. But.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, like taking opportunities is great, and sort of allowing things to happen without having them pre-scheduled is
Yeah.
great as well. And that's how I felt. Like I was like, oh my God, this is a lot, but it's literally what I was praying for before to happen in the future, and what I thought my life would look like in like 5 years after I finish uni or something. It's happening now.
Sometimes when you wish something and then it
Yes.
comes sooner than later,
Yes.
you're like,
You're
oh
not
my,
prepared.
I'm living
Yeah.
now what I
Yes.
wanted, but you're like, oh.
Yeah, you're not prepared. You're a bit too stunned to speak, but you get on with it because that's life. Like you have to. You're fine. You're fine. But like that's what happens. You have to take them on and see where it takes you, and you learn. You're never gonna know
Exactly.
everything before something happens. You're not gonna be prepared for a situation before it happens.
Exactly. Yeah. Take any opportunity and every opportunity, especially when you are younger, you just need to try things to see what you like, How would you know otherwise?
Exactly. Yeah. And I think it's the same with you and your job for the university, isn't it?
Everything, yeah.
And everything
yeah,
else,
'cause
like
you're
the
a brand.
lacrosse and the society and then the social media team and everything.
The sports, the
Yeah.
ambassadors, the social media, the society, this.
Yeah.
I think it's like eclectic mind, isn't it? Like you
Yeah.
have.
But I mean,
You're
it's given like good opportunities I didn't know would come up, like to being on the BBC. That was all through the ambassador thing.
Yeah.
That's
Which I
brilliant.
thought was amazing.
That
Yeah.
was brilliant. Absolutely. And then all this, sometimes you even probably think, oh, I've done I was part of this project and maybe it's not important. But it is. Every little step took you
Yeah.
to BBC, for example. Or I know you've got the project with IBM as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be next week.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I'm
yeah.
sure you guys will do
We'll
great.
pray for you, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need it.
Yeah. But yeah, so we technically manage our schedules roughly. We just about manage. We had 2 episodes kind of related to this already. We spoke about this before with them. But it's technically to-do lists, spreadsheets, and trying to learn how to prioritize tasks.
I think this is very important. Checking what you need to do imminently, like for this week, and then making sure that you complete those tasks. But sometimes if you are working on a bigger project, like dissertation, for example, you have to start much earlier because it's just the scale. It's a bigger kind of project. This will be the first big project you guys will be doing, for example. So sometimes it's difficult to really comprehend that at early stages. So my advice for dissertations will be, start from early on. Just kind of having those ideas, researching papers, putting things together. So those kind of concepts can start making sense in your head. Even watching videos on the topic you want to research, small things.
Yeah.
Again, it'll be much easier later on.
Yeah, that makes
Once
sense.
you know what you are doing.
Taking baby steps.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love this episode. I love this series.
Oh, it's nice being here with you guys.
It's lovely.
Yeah, I love it too.
Our next question. This is something I'm actually curious about because throughout lectures, they speak to us like a little bit, about
We don't
what
have
you
time.
have done before getting into teaching. And I always find it so fascinating. Like I was speaking to Alison Popel, she's my tutor, and she was telling me about media relations and how she was working for a big radio company or something like that before, and how she was on the radio before, something like similar. I don't want to get it wrong, that's why I'm not saying certainly.
Specifics and details.
But I thought it was amazing. And then Sarah Turnbull as well, how she was working, what she was doing before she got into teaching, and the fact that she wrote 3-4 books and everything
She
from
lived
her
in Dubai
experience.
as well.
Exactly,
She worked for
yes.
Emirates.
Yes.
She's
and
my icon. I look up to her. I'm like, oh.
exactly. I find those things so insightful. So that brings me to our next question. What did you do before you became a lecturer?
Okay, so before I started teaching, I used to work actually in the higher education sector.
Right.
but on the marketing side, obviously. So I used to work at the University of Portsmouth again. I just stayed, you know. I think one of the main things was the fact that the university is quite generous with holidays.
Oh, that's nice.
And traveling has been always like something I'm very interested in, different cultures. So I was looking for an opportunity where I will have the time to do it. That's why I decided to stay with the university. But then obviously I wasn't into teaching. So I've moved on quite a lot, like in different roles across. So I used to work before, for example, in the global office. Preparing students to go and study abroad. And one of the favorite parts of that role was the fact that I used to travel to different places every year.
I'd love that.
Yeah, it was great. Like I went to Prague, France, Belgium, Turkey to like international conferences.
Yes. Oh my God. Sorry, that's literally like my dream of having either be relocated by the company I'm working for or having to go to different business conferences in different countries.
Yeah, no, it's a great opportunity to meet like-minded people, share experiences, and then bring those ideas back to your team and then implement them. So I was part of the team promoting study abroad.
Yeah.
Then my favorite project probably was Help to Grow Management when I was on that role. So this was an initiative launched by the government. So all the business schools across the countries were given a budget to promote like a short business course for business leaders from industry. So I used to do the marketing for that and the recruitment. I used to travel to different events and again, that was I love events. I think that was my favorite part, you know, just traveling around the country, meeting people, meeting those business leaders. And I think probably I'm proud to say that I was part of taking off this program and then making it work and creating those important relationships like with Chamber of Commerce in Isle of Wight, Hampshire Chamber of Commerce, working closely with the Business Support Research Office. We had a team. But it is very different when you work in the professional services in higher education sector. You have a team. Academia is different.
Can imagine.
You're kind of flying solo. It's more, you still have teams, but you don't have like specific team on a daily basis. You're part of different teams. You work with many different, there's a lot of stakeholders involved. So now I can make the difference. And I think what made me go into academia is that I guess I always had that kind of academic mindset. Even when I start from school, you know, I've been quite competitive. I'm not that competitive anymore, but you know, like always. Okay, I'm gonna admit I was a bit of a nerd.
Sorry. Same.
I'm trying to play cool, you know.
But it's not even, I think the word nerd has too many negative connotations when it shouldn't.
Yeah, I know, right?
It genuinely shouldn't. You're not a nerd. You're just someone that's interested and invested in their future. Come on now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Negative?
Yeah, I was just curious, always curious, that curious mindset.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why it took me to academia and now I'm like, oh, this is great. There's so many opportunities. I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. I'm like, wow, there's so much to learn. And
oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. And it's kind of, you know, you can, the sky is your limit in a way. You know, you can just do a lot. But yeah, I think at the beginning of my career as well, I kind of work with small companies. And I think that was a very valuable experience because you are just the marketing team, you know. So your ideas are really taken into consideration. So that was that's why I always tell my students, if you get an opportunity with small company, don't say no. It's good as well. It's different to someone working like in a bigger company, but it's still great opportunity. So
actually,
go on.
No, because genuinely, like I was thinking about what you just said. When you work in a smaller company, I guess there's a smaller chain of command.
Exactly.
So your ideas are sort of closer to the core of the company rather than in a big company where it has to get approved by different levels.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
take it from Sherry, guys. Don't say no to smaller businesses just because they're not as well known and might not seem as fancy. Because you might end up enjoying it more.
Exactly. And that might be a stepping stone for you as well, Just be curious and open-minded.
Yes. What is our next question then?
Which one have we answered? Is that one we answered?
That one has been answered already, yes.
That one, did we?
Those three are the ones that we still need to go through.
I feel like that. Did she mention that one? A little bit.
Sherry, would you want
Go
to
on.
tell us more about what your favourite projects have been so far throughout everything that you've done? You can pick either like from before or since you started teaching or mixture of both.
Oh, gosh.
It doesn't have to be like just pick and choose which ones you want to tell us about. We're curious.
I think now I'm working on a project which I'm kind of leading on with another colleague from Organization, Systems and People, or OSP school.
Right. That sounds very fancy. That sounds very serious.
The project is about enhancing the international student experience in the faculty.
We got spoken about this.
Yeah,
at the
I think we
beginning, didn't
discussed it before.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, we're trying to involve everybody, home students as well. But we started the project just now in January. So our idea is to kind of celebrate different cultures, different connecting people again. So maybe one of the initiatives is to get home students to help international students to adapting to the British culture, because very often master students especially, they're here just for 1 year. So they come and then obviously that's like they've never been here before.
It is a cultural hit, I'll say that, because I moved here when I was 11 and I was still like quite young and I adapted maybe faster.
When you're younger, it's
but
easier.
It is a cultural hit because throughout growing up I was still getting like there was new things to get used to, like almost not every day but every week, I'll say. Or every month or every few months there's like something new that comes up that I've never heard about before, and I'm like, what's that? And then people ask me, have you never heard of that before? I was like, no. I'm not from here, y'all forgetting that. So
I remember my first year as well when I came. It was a cultural shock for me because I was like international student. So some colleagues from my course were saying, you're right.
yeah,
But I didn't know what does that mean.
Yeah.
Even though I went to English school. So I was like...
that's a form of saying hi. And I'm
Yeah.
like, do I not look all right?
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine. And then they just go and I'm like, okay, that's weird. But then I realized later on that it's actually like hi. But I
Yeah.
didn't know
Yeah.
that. So it's like a cultural difference, isn't it?
It's usually like you're right, just walking past, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that, It's just you find out when you're here. So it is useful to have someone who can. I wish there was someone to tell me that, for
Same.
example, or like being too direct. Like obviously in British culture, it's not accepted to be too direct because it can be perceived as being rude. To an extent.
Yeah.
So that was another thing which like kind of.
The humour
Cultural
differences are also quite big.
Yeah.
And also, the too direct, I kind of felt that. I'm a very honest person in general. And it's interesting. I had to get used to sort of, not sugarcoat it, but I'm also, like, I used to be when I was young, I was like, I don't want to upset anyone. I don't want to, like,
Yeah, of
like,
course.
in any way, shape or form. And then someone misunderstood me and I was like, no, I'm nice. Don't worry, I'm nice. I'm not judging. It's just, I'm not used to you guys. You're not used to me. It's a learning curve, come on.
Exactly. And like, for example, business etiquette in the UK is like you have to be punctual. So when you have like certain time to be somewhere, you have to be like, let's say
Early.
8 o'clock.
You have to be early.
Yeah. But I don't know, in Spain, for example, being half an hour late is fine.
All right.
It's not like something, nobody will judge
Yeah.
you.
Fair enough.
So
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Don't side-eye me. I haven't been late today. I might have to move to Spain because I'm not late every time,
sorry.
everywhere.
I didn't mean to hit.
No, it's okay. You can move around. It's
still
not
on.
that. It's not that sensitive.
Well, that one isn't. This one is.
This one is.
Okay.
Yeah. But literally every week since after Christmas, Dan gets here before me, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're on time! Like right on time." But obviously it's a joke. I don't mind it. But it's like I'm trying. I'm trying. But I have to get the bus and stuff, so it's often not my fault.
You rely on public transport, right?
And when I'm on time, it's either because I've left 40 minutes earlier, like not earlier, 40 minutes early before the time I have to get here, or I had booked an Uber. So there we go. That one. Okay, so that's your favorite project so far. Well, not so far, but at the moment.
One of them, I think I mentioned Help to Grow.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
quite good project as well. I enjoyed that because of the opportunity to kind of go around the country, travel, meet different
Yeah.
small businesses. Because the program was, it had like certain criteria.
Yeah.
So it was open for businesses with up to 250 people.
Mhm.
So it was providing chance for them to upskill their leadership skills.
Yeah.
So I met quite a lot of business people. I think I
That's
enjoyed
really
that
cool.
quite a lot. We got some. Oh yeah, I got funding from the government. I had marketing budget.
Oh.
I love that. So obviously with marketing you need the money.
Serious.
Yeah, you need to do like proper budgeting
Yeah.
and stuff, and then make sure that you allocate in appropriate areas. So obviously it was not just in one kind of channel. So I did like a digital marketing plan. So I did social media, like paid advertising,
Right.
email marketing, events. We were on radio as well.
Oh, that's cool.
We were, we did radio. What else did we do? Newspapers, magazines. So offline and online. It's kind of combination of both. I think that was one of my, I quite enjoyed that project.
It sounds exciting,
good.
especially when you get money from the government and it's not like internal budget that you get
It was
to
an
spend on.
internal,
It's interesting because you're like, oh my God, we're taken very seriously. Look at that, we're getting funding now.
I feel like because of time, should we just do that? I feel like that one's kind of like been died.
Yeah, technically, yeah. That was actually covered right at the
Yeah.
beginning. Sherry, you really get a flow.
Oh,
You
it's
really
flowing.
get a flow, yeah.
That's
We've
good.
got one kind of last kind of main question, which is, what piece of advice would you give to current students?
I would say my advice will be curious, be open-minded, and even if you don't know where you're going sometimes, just go with the flow. When there are hardships and there are challenges, don't give up.
Yes.
Keep going and reach out for help, because it's fine sometimes not to be okay.
Yeah.
Like it happens to all of us. There is plenty of support offered by the university, but not just the university. You can just reach out to friends, family, to myself as well. Any
You're not
student, any student, because the worst you can do is like if you are going through something to kind of suffer on your own in your own world. That might be quite hard. I think we all done it in our lives sometimes.
Yeah, but
just
things in your head seem much like bigger than they might actually be, and
Exactly.
other people might help you find the solution faster. So
Exactly. And our brain is wired in a way where you kind of self-punish yourself. And I don't know, that's how my brain works sometimes, like being judgmental, but reaching out for support. It is very important, and it's going to help you to go through, different stages in your life. I would say as well, obviously, try to work on your self-development. Take any opportunity for initiatives outside of your studies, but make sure that you have fun as well with it.
Yeah.
I guess. Don't take yourself too much seriously.
Exactly.
Because if you have fun, then things will start flowing better.
Yeah. You will enjoy what you're doing.
Exactly.
Take that from Sherry.
Yeah. And it's fine to be lost on the way, you know.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine. Just keep walking. Just keep going. You'll find eventually yourself.
I love that. Just keep walking. Because you never know when you will connect the dots later.
Exactly, yeah.
See? And you never know where life takes you. And that's why it's important to take opportunities. And even when you're scared, like we were at the beginning of the year. Sometimes
And that fear actually, it does tell you something. It tells you that, you know, there is something bigger there. Actually, that fear can be taken from like positive perspective as well.
Yeah.
That means that, you know, it's a challenge.
Yes.
And just rather than letting yourself to kind of the fear to take over, when you take control over the fear can turn into motivation and something positive.
Oh my God, you put that so nicely. I love that. I think we have reached the end of our episode. We have been through all the questions.
Do you have any other questions, guys, as following from our discussion? Just kind of...
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think we've really covered everything in depth. To be fair, 2 questions you've already answered unprompted, which is something to be very proud of because we already... The discussion was flowing. We love it. We love to see it.
I love it too, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being a part of our episode. I really enjoyed this episode.
Me too.
We hope you guys enjoyed this new kind of series. If you do like it, then please let us know. We've had some great feedback so far. If you have any questions as well that you want to ask lecturers in our next Lecture Me This, then leave a comment down below and we will add it to our list for next time.
Exactly. We hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. And thank you, Sherry, for being part of this and for accepting our invite.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure. Always happy to help you guys and support you. Well done for having this.
We hope you enjoyed this and hope to see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
How was your experience on our podcast?
Oh my God, I loved it, guys. I love how,